Hello, chat. Good evening, everyone. How's it going? Hope y'all are doing great. Hope everyone had a good break. We are back to it. Whoop. All right. Oh, give it a second. Give it a hot second. Hey, there we go. Welcome on back, chat. How's it going? We are continuing our quest into 6.4 MSQ for Final Fantasy XIV tonight, and we are continuing the experiment, in fact, doing a duo stream with Neoneko. We are taking turns reading the lines, where we've assigned characters. For example, I am reading for these three lovely people over here. And he's reading for these two. Oh, I also have Neos. We've just been taking turn assigning characters. I guess that's apparently the thing to do. I don't know. I wouldn't really know. I haven't seen a lot of duo streams, so don't quite know how it works. But, you know, it gives me a chance to not be reading all the time. So sometimes I just chill. And I think we may have sorted out the issues that was going on with the Discord where, you know, Neoneko was cutting out on our end a bunch and then also was quieter. So I'm trying a different sound setup a little bit to kind of counteract that. That setup being I'm making more use out of my lovely Go XLR Mini that I recently acquired when I got this brand new mic. I'm hoping that helps. So now I'm controlling the game volume and the Discord volume from the Go XLR, and I can also control the volume separately from my headset so that if I need to turn them up for you, chat, then I can do so easily without ruining it for my ears. So yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. If there's any volume issues, you have to let me know, chat. Chat, you have to tell me if you need me to change anything so that I can fix it. I didn't have a way to fix it while we were like in the thick of it last time, because I didn't know how to set the damn thing up, but now we are all set up. So I think it should work, and now we should be okay. And then if we ever have any other like mishmashy weird volume issues again in the future, I should be able to fix it now. I know what I'm doing now a little bit more, at least, than I did before, so I think we'll be okay. All right. Let's get back into the Discord. With a Discordian. Looks like he's getting coffee. Alright, I'm gonna unmute anyway, though. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens.
Okay. I am ready.
Hello.
Hello.
I hear an echo coming out of your end, I thought. I heard myself echo. Not anymore, but I did. So that was weird. Anyway,
that was weird.
Yeah. You are still a little loud, I think. Or I can maybe just do it from OBS. Okay, I think that'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, I'm about ready. But I don't... Where are you? Oh, you're on the crates.
Why aren't you on the crates?
I don't want to be on the crates. I'm gonna be... I don't know. Can I set myself on fire? He said no. They said, no, you may not stand in the fire.
Sure we talked to everybody but Julius.
We did. Julius Caesar, I don't know. Whatever people want to call him. Are you, so you said you're ready, right?
Yep.
Okay. Hello, Euless. Bonds of trust, concern is writ plain on Ulysses' face. Ooh. There's some options here. Oh, look at that Garlane pizza. Dude, I really want a pizza. You know what I forgot I wanted to make this week? But we probably couldn't have done it from the... Yeah, I wanted to make more of that artichoke pizza. But we couldn't have done it from the place we went shopping to this week. So maybe next week. Alright. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Metius.
Let's leave matters here in Maxima's care, while the rest of you join in the search. If Lord Metius is bound for Sonatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Regio
Urbanissima.
I pray he has not come to any harm.
Stupid Roman words. Alright, let's read Neus. An embarrassing display. A man of Metius' station should have the capacity to keep his emotions in check.
That's what he said last time.
Oh. It is. It didn't say anything different?
Nope.
Oh, wait. I don't know. Okay. Alright.
I heard a Rishi noise.
I'm on my not P cloud. Whee! I'm Sun Wukong. So I did hear myself echo when I was... I don't know. I think it was when you were trying to talk. That when I was still talking. I don't know how that works.
I heard myself echo too.
Interesting.
But it only happened once.
Okay. Yeah, it hasn't been like very much, so I guess we'll just figure it out. At least you're not cutting out anymore.
The problem is if I leave it on this setting, it picks up the other one when he yells.
I see.
Anyway, he's not on the floor.
Who's not on the floor? Oh, he's not dead. Is that what you mean? That's disappointing. I'm gonna stand in it because I just don't care. Oh, he died. Does that count for both of us because we're partied? Lame. I wanted to fight too. Alright, let's help this idiot.
I'm alive?
You shouldn't be, but fine. I guess we need you alive. Oh, sorry, Ulysses, I didn't say anything.
Yokatta. 無事だったのだな.
Praise the sisters. You're safe.
こんなことで恩を売ろうとしたって無駄だぞ。
Grateful bitch. You're Metius.
Did I skip a line?
Did you skip the Metius line?
Don't think I'm in a debt to you. I never asked for your help.
You're an ungrateful bitch.
あなたが祖国を愛していることは十分に伝わっています。
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain, but you're not alone in that.
ここは俺たちの帝都だというのに、支援を受けなければ暖を取ることさえままならない。そんな現状を憂うのはあなただけではないのです。
What part can you barely hear, Darjeelingling? Can you not hear Neoneko? Or are you talking about before? Are you talking about right now? You can't hear him? Like, how much can you not hear him? You have to be more specific. That's not helpful when you, like, are very vague. Okay. Talk?
Real. How'd I turn off shield mode? Shield mode's on. I don't know how to deal with shield mode.
I have a bot that automatically does that shit. Okay. Can you specify what better means? Because he's supposed to be quieter than me, but louder than the game and, you know, audible. So I'm gonna need you to be a little more specific. Can you say something again?
Shield mode is... It says, like, click on this button to manage shield mode, and then it's like, what do you mean? Do you want level 4 level of moderation here?
It looks like it's off when I go to your stream.
I'm talking about your stream.
Oh, on my stream?
Or maybe I need a refresh.
Maybe you need to
what happens if
refresh.
I
It's mine says it's off.
Okay. Yeah, I needed a refresh.
Okay, I think we're good on audio now too, so we'll continue now. All right, Euless is saying, "We all mourn what has become of our homeland, bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold."
I'm in the moved.
自分もずっと恐れと不安の中にいます。何が正しいのか、どの道を選ぶべきなのか。
Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here?
答えは出ません。
I've yet to find the answers.
だからこそ問い続けたいと考えています。今この時の現実から目を背けずに。
But I won't stop looking nonetheless. I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
そこに希望が見える日が来るのだろうか。
Is there hope for us?
生きていればきっと。
Aye. So long as we live.
それまでに多くの物事が変わっていったとしても、我々が生き抜き、つなぐことで鎖は未来に続いていく。
Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bond between us will never be broken.
我が結び合い、連なってこその鎖です。どうか共にこの国の明日を考えてはいただけないでしょうか。
We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, its links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
若輩のお前に国の何たるかを説かれるとは。政務官失格だな。
To be lectured by the young, it ill becomes a man of my station.
今一度テルティウム駅での話し合いに戻りたい。すまな
That's
い
you.
が護衛を頼めるだろうか。
I will rejoin the talks at Tetarium, but I trouble you to escort me.
Salute!
お前たちにも非礼を詫びよう。助けてくれたこと感謝する。
Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Oh, you could take the stick out of his ass. Look at that.
待て、ユルス。聞きたいことがある。
Euless, wait. Like a word.
お前も付き合え。サンクレットにそばにいろと言われたからな。
You as well. Stankard said him to stay close after all.
ではメッティウス殿は私たちでお送りしましょう。
Worry not. We shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
So それで何を聞きたいんだ？
What is it?
お前も信頼を結べるんだな。だからさっきの男は強制されてもいないのに話し合いに応じることにしたんだろう。
Bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return. I mean, I guess. It's good. It's fine. Just humor her.
ここに突っ立ってるのもなんだし、とりあえず歩くか。
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly's standing around here. He's like, I don't know what to do with her. He's crushing on her, though. I'm pretty sure he is.
そうか。ゼロはそんな経緯でお前たちと一緒にいるんだな。
So that's how Zero came to join you.
だが、ゼロの求めてるつながりってものを俺が説明できるかどうか。
Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust.
自分で言うのもなんだが、特別交友関係が広い方じゃない。休みの日も弟と妹に付き合ってばかりだった。
I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister.
さっきの説得だって、ただ日頃考えていたことを。
As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late.
いや、伝えてみようと思ったこと自体がアルフィノやアリゼに感化されてたのかもしれない。
But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence.
信頼は多分伝播するんだ。信じてくれた人がいると、自分も誰かを信じてみようと思う。
Trust is infectious in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself.
そうじゃなかったら、そもそも対話を選ばなかったはずだ。俺が最初、イルサバード派遣団のキャンプから黙って物資を盗もうとしていたようにな。
Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
だったら私の世界に信頼がないのも納得だ。
Little wonder my world is devoid of it.
誰からも信じられなかったから誰も信じなかった。その積み重ねだったんだろう。
No one trusts. Oh, oops. Sorry, Zero. No one trusts in you, and so you trust no one, and round the wheel turns.
すべての生命が用意になる前、メモリア戦争の時代から私たちは力の強弱や利害関係で互いを判断してきた。
During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness.
他人を
Just
利
want to
用し
point
ろ
out she's using a sword and
利
shield
用され
here.
る側になったらおしま
He's a
いだ。
paladin.
そんな風に構えていなければ生き残れない世界だった。
You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive.
だから私も母の意志を、世界を救うという善なるメモリア使いたちの意地をただ一人で果たそうとしたんだ。
My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
一人で世界を。本当に誰もお前の仲間にならなかったのか？
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
そういえば一度だけそんなことを真剣に持ちかけられたな。
Almost. 2 men tried, just the once.
ある村に立ち寄った時であった剣士と魔導士の二人組、闇のメモリア使いの襲撃から村人たちを守ったのだという。
Swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. He had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates.
私も闇のメモリア使いと戦っているのだと知ると、同志だなんだと喜んでな。
When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened.
曰く彼らはバロンという国の兵士で、 メモリア戦争を終結させる手立てを探して各地を巡っていたらしい。
They claimed to be the soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling in the realm. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search of a means to end the Contra Memoria.
共に来ないかと誘われたが、当時の私にしてみれば、相手が二人組という時点で論外だった。
They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world?
他人と組んでいる奴には必ず裏がある。下手をすれば、数の暴力でこちらを屈服させる気かもしれない。
Those who would work. Oh, she kept going.
差がない言葉でな。
Sorry, Zero. Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit.
彼らは強要するでもなく引き下がった。計画を仕損じて憤慨するんじゃないかと身構えたが、ただ寂しげで変な奴らだと感じたよ。
I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me, but they simply watched me walk away.
今になって思えば、あの二人組だけは互いを心から信頼していたのかもしれないな。
I didn't know what to make of it then, but now? Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared.
信じることを知っていたから、私のことも信じようとした。なんて、調子のいい空想か。
Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, nothing more.
私はその後も一人で戦い続けた。だがある時、徒党を組んだ闇のメモリア使い相手に無様に敗れてしまったんだ。
Continued fighting alone, but ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together.
悔しかった。あの時ばかりは誰かに助けてほしいと願った。傷は痛く、氷は冷たく、心は弱りきっていた。
I was cold and in pain. At the time I was wishing desperately that someone would save me.
その瞬間だったよ。世界が壊れたのは。
And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world.
お前たちの言う闇の反乱が起こり、私は一人、次元の狭間に閉じ込められた。
Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift.
亀裂を見つけ、再び故郷に戻った時には、用意のみが生きる世界になり果てていたんだ。
When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home now filled with abominations.
そうして私は誰かを信じる機会を失ったというわけだ。
And a chance to learn about trust. Forsook it.
元より世界を救うだけの実力もなかったのだし、ためらわずあの二人組の手を取ってみればよかったのかもな。
I never had the power to save my home single-handed. Should have accepted their invitation.
もしもそれでお前たちのように信頼を結べていたら、あんな無様な姿で世界の終わりを迎えはしなかっただろう。
And I joined them as I've joined you. I might not have had to face the end of the world alone.
まあ、すべては終わったことだ。どんな仮定をしたところで現実は変わらない。
And it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality. Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive.
俺たち帝国民がまさしく過渡期にあるように、生きていれば望んでいなくたって変化がもたらされる。
So long as you're alive. Oh crap. Sorry, Julius, I cut you off. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get.
できなかったことが今もできないとは限らないんじゃないか。
What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Realization.
実際この世界でお前と行動を共にしてる奴はお前のことを信頼しているように見える。
Think about it. It's plain that you forged bonds with those around you.
そうじゃなかったら、あいつらと出会う前のお前だったら、パン一つの借りで用意と戦ってくれたか？
If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of booze?
俺だってお前を信頼のおけるやつだと思ってるよ。
I trust you too, for what it's worth. Here it is again. Feelings? You having feelings?
お前たちが力尽きそうな私を助けに来てくれた時と同じ。嬉しいのに泣きたいような言葉にならない熱が胸の内を巡っている。
Fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow.
これが信頼なら私はどう答えればいい？
If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it? However you like, or with a handshake, perhaps?
I was gonna say however you like in my head, and then it appeared in the screen.
I'm also for however you like, so I guess we're not gonna have the divergence this time.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And do whatever you want. Here, give me your hand.
It ends with a handshake regardless.
Yep.
仲間にだって友にだってなれるけどな。
It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
友。ああ、そうか。
Friend. Ah, so that's what it means.
おのずと信じることができる。そんな相手を友と呼ぶのか。
Someone you trust. Are you still thinking about the thing that like Xenos called us? I'm not his friend. Friend of me maybe, but not friend. Aw, that's sweet. Y'all need me to leave you alone? Do you need a minute? They're very
like
cute.
how we really didn't do anything.
No, I didn't want to think about Xenos! Crimes. Anyway, you're saying you don't like how we didn't have to do anything?
Yeah. Tancred was like, just follow this fool around. And we're like, okay. But we ain't doing shit.
People just follow us around regardless. Like, I just exist. Alright, talking to Euless. When I first met Zero, I wasn't sure what to make of her forthright to a fault nature. But now I understand she's simply an honest soul to the core. Okay, talking to Zero. Thank you. I feel as though I found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Euless. Right then, I expect that others will have Right then. I expect the others have already arrived back at Tertium. We should join them. I want pizza. Boink. No! I'm out of item space. Hold on. The subligar is for fashion report, so it can go in there. Oh my god, I've got too much shit. Alright, give me my damn pizza. Should have cleared out my inventory. Too late.
It leads to a cutscene. Full glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Garlean community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement.
You've read the memorandum? I trust you find the terms acceptable?
I do, Aeneas. I pray you forgive my disrespectful conduct earlier. I am ashamed, not only of my behavior, but placing the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. Yeah,
Oh, it's the
twins
kids!
the whole time.
Hello. Oh, they were at the the place in the south where they got all the ceruleum shit.
No, I'm both the twins.
Yeah.
You should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower, reactivation to the people in Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would prevent another visit of Voidset invasion, however, they were more receptive. It is fair to say that the recent episode is still fresh in their minds.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I'll just read it. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. Have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves in Senatus are here.
Kiriko aggro.
My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I thought this guy was gonna be the jerk, but it turns out he's the important one. I'm pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Radzatan. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Radzatan will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation.
Equally, he says.
How equal is equal?
Kiriko wants to enable auto advance.
No, don't do it, Chiriko. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect. And it marks a significant step toward rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence.
Radzatan holds Garlean technology and the ingenuity in its highest esteem. It is my hope through that disagreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for the years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. With the tower wower, scary wary.
Tower wower. Are we really gonna become self-sufficient again? Hey kids, how's it going? Wait, hold on. I think I am hearing the other one get picked up on your Discord now.
Is it bad? Or is it barely audible?
I mean, it is barely audible. But I do hear it. I think... Hold on, just in case... Can you try enabling advanced voice activity? I did leave that off because you had it off. So I'm not sure if maybe that will help with filtering out background people. If you enabled it, it definitely cut him out, so that works for me.
I don't even know where the button... Oh, there it is. Wasn't that the thing you told me to turn off earlier?
No, the one I told you to turn off was echo cancellation.
Oh, okay. It is now active.
Okay.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright.
So burdened by hardships and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with someone of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope.
'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel, a rather timely development given the Aether Tank's impending arrival.
Once the tower stores have been replenished, we need but await the Ashtolo signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you could leave that and anything else that needs or on this end to me and Alphino. No need to worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I'm in your debt.
To the void! What are you thinking about, Zero?
You are...
Hey!
Haha.
Rude? We're good friends. It helped a little bit, but it didn't help that much. Oh, my inventory. I'm gonna need to stop by the house for a bit to dump some shit later. Should we start with the twins and then go left to right?
Okay. Alize says, "Good friends, eh?" Coming from her, you know she's not just saying it to be nice. Alfredo says, "Both Razatan and Garlemald stand to benefit greatly from this agreement. It may well mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship."
Zero. Not wrong to call them that, am I? Friends? Euless? Moments like these give me hope that we still have a place in this world. Roshan?
Arlean technology shall enrich my people's lives and empower them to achieve great new feats. I am particularly eager to see what our alchemists are inspired to create.
Alright, now talking to Urian J. Lunar Rendezvous! Urian J wishes to take stock of the situation.
では私たちは改めてボイドへと向かう計画について現状を整理いたしましょう。
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand.
エーテルタンクを手配し、バブイルの塔の使用許可を得たことで月にエーテルを送り込む準備が整いました。
Having procured sufficient stores of aether, we may now channel the requisite energy onto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete.
これをもって私たちの受け持った地上の準備は完了。
However,
しかし
oh crap.
月の準備を担当するヤシュトラからは未だ連絡が来ておりません。
However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of lunar preparations.
彼女はゲートを開く術の仕込みと開いた後に向けた用意対策を進めると言っていたな。
A ritual to open the gate and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion.
いずれも複雑な対応が必要であることは想像に難くない。時間がかかっているのもうなずける話だ。
Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
ええ、ですから我々も月へと向かい彼女たちの手伝いに回れればと思うのです。
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Anyone needs to get beat up, I'll do it.
ただしあなたには別件が。地上の準備が終わり次第お伝えするようにとヤシュトラから頼まれていた内容です。
Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee.
いわくこたびの作戦においてはアジュダヤをボイドの月から連れ帰ることも見据えて巨大なゲートを開く。
As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ajdaya from the void.
目を抜かれ疲弊しているであろう彼女を同じ七大天竜に支えてもらえると心強いとのことです。
Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid that is best provided by a fellow great worm.
ブリトラが出てこいというわけか。
Would have me go in my true form.
承知した。私とて星渡る竜ミドガルゾ・オルムの子が一翼。少し時間はかかるだろうが竜の実で月へと向かおう。
Very well. Like our sire, we great worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon.
万全を期すためにもこの体は帰還させ制御に用いていた私の目を回収しよう。
To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Rasatan, that I may have both my eyes.
アジダヤと再会するまでカイナッツォから取り戻した彼女の目は君に持っていてもらいたい。
And until such time as we find Azdaja, I would entrust her eye to your keeping.
I'm an expert at holding dragon eyes, thanks.
頼めるだろうか。
Will you do this for me?
I promise not to throw it into an icy abyss.
Good things to promise.
That's how primals happen.
月での準備が整い次第リンクパールでお伝えします。 バブイルの塔からのエーテル射出はヤシュトラの号令に従っていただければと。
He's cleaning her paws.
We shall contact you via link pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Yashtola's instructions.
分かったわ。いつでも行けるように待機しておくから。
Understood. We'll be ready.
Alfino got no lines?
ゼロも頑張れよ。
Take care of Zero. Oh, sorry. Take care of Zero. That's what he said. Not of. He was talking to her.
何？少し故郷に戻るだけだ。難しい話じゃないさ。
It'll be the briefest of homecomings. Be back before you know it.
ではまた嘆きの海で。
It's you.
Oh, frick.
Did you skip it?
In where Lamatorium then will go.
Did Lilith say anything different? Let's see. You take care as well, Kirameki. Vince?
Alfredo says the trade agreement discussions do not require input, so Alize and I are free to attend the Tower of Babel without distractions. Alize says, leave the tower to us.
Okay. I'm gonna stop by the house to clean my inventory.
Okay. I'm gonna watch Midna. Look at her.
Wait, I wanna watch Midna. Oh my god, she's taking a bath! She's a cat taking a bath. Let's drop off the materia first. Okay, cool. I can drop all those off on the same person. Let's put that there too. We don't need these. We can discard those. That's glamour shit.
Ugh, she moved. So I have to move it.
You do what you want. All right. To the moon! I can't pato the Kato when there's no Kato on my screen. It doesn't work that way. I would love to pato the Kato if there was a Kato to pato. Alas. Alright. Talking to Zero first. Look at this Manderville, or put Sidestepper? Sidestepper. The moon. When Xenos brought me here, I remember feeling surprised that such a desolate place could exist in this source. I mean, it's a moon. I don't know what you're expecting from it. Alright, talking to Ryanje. Okay, now I can hear. I heard Darji pretty clearly.
Because he's talking loudly.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily. Bunnies? Oh. Zero's gonna meet bunnies. This is gonna be good.
It's gonna be something. Look at that entourage of bunnies.
That's not bunnies. I'm disappointed.
悪いわね。手伝いに来させてしまって。
Is that you, Stola?
Yeah, you are.
I think so. Forgive me. I hope to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
地上の準備は一通り完了しております。バブイルの塔へはアルフィノ様とアリゼ様が、かの天竜への伝言も済みました。
Alfino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vertra is also en route.
みんなありがとう。短い間に素晴らしい成果ね。
Excellent. You've done well, all of you.
こちらは月の監視者の協力も得て、どうにかゲートを開くための術式を展開し終えたわ。
For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with the help from the Watcher.
あとは地上からエーテルが流し込まれれば、理論上は第13世界の月とつながるはずよ。
All that remains is to channel the aether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
こんな偉業に携われて私たちも大興奮。人造アトモスについて研究した時にボイド関連の資料を片っ端からさらった甲斐があったよ。
Who's next? Is it me or is it you?
I don't remember.
Oh shit.
I think it's me.
Okay. Oh, you get to be Nidana then. Have fun.
May I just say how excited we are to be part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atmos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other.
それになんとヤシトラさんがアラグ帝国の用意召喚にまつわる文献も見せてくれたの。かの聖恋なく財団の秘蔵資料だよ。
Stella even managed to get a loan of Allegan
Treatises?
treatises on void sense summoning from the prize collection of the Soins of Saint Cognac.
魔科学がいかにしてボイドゲートを制御し、用意の軍勢を率いるに至ったのか。作業をするにあたってすごく参考になったよ。
The Empire's application of aetherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work. Let me tell you.
異世界への召喚について話を聞きがてら、グレハティアに頼んだのよ。
I asked the favor of Grahatia when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel.
巧妙なアラグの専門家なら当然借りてこられるでしょ。
Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied.
What did you do to him?
私は信じるわ。時代も地域も超えて人が積み重ねてきたものを、そして
Oh my god,
私
he's way
自
too
身の
loud.
ことを。
The knowledge of our forebears have brought us far, as has our own. I don't know how to help you.
I'm trying to decide what's worse, having it skip on you when you're not talking at a consistent level and from a consistent angle, or having the backseat unrelated voicing. And I'm leaning towards the latter, so maybe just turn it off and then we'll have to figure out another solution so that it doesn't pick him up anymore. Ah, silence.
I turned on push to talk.
Oh, okay. I guess whenever you're ready then.
I'm on the next line. I forgot I had to push to talk.
Oh. Did I read it from my own chat?
Okay, I can hit enter and go back one line. I said earlier, the knowledge of our forebears have brought us far, as has our own.
だから残る準備はゲートが開いた後の対策として対用意防衛網を作り上げることだけ。手伝ってもらえて。
I'm gonna assume she's done.
Yeah.
And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void send containment seal on the heretofore unseen scale.
I don't know what we're motioning at ourselves for, but leave it to me!
用意防衛もやはりあの方法で
Are we gonna make use of Zodiac's bonds? Cause that's fun. Containment seal. Then now let's make use of.
ええ。この場所にはすでに闇の存在をとどめる手立てが備わっているのだもの。使わない手はないわ。
A tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. Twould be remiss of us not to employ it.
私たちはゼノスに破壊された剣を修復する。
We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed.
ゾディアークの封印機構を再起動させ、侵入してくる用意を押しとどめるのよ。
That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
I mean, fair.
修復の主だったところは月の監視者さんが引き受けてくれてるんだ。
The Watcher is already hard at work tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration.
ただいくつか不安要素が残っててね。みんなで協力してそれを潰そうって話してたところ。
There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can restore them, or resolve them even.
時間も惜しいことだし、剣の元へ移動しながら話しましょうか。
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
To the brands!
To the brands.
Just a snowman on the moon. Don't worry about it.
Hold up, my push to talk button is for some reason bound to walk to the right.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Is it your strafe button? E?
No, I'm using mouse button 3.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, there's so many people here. There must be a cutscene. These cute glamours.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to check the key bindings.
I'm gonna judge people's adventurer plates. Very evil, very Dark Knight. I think this one's pretty appropriate. I'm into it. We have a traveler here. That is a potato. This potato doesn't fill anything out and just took like a video, a photo to show exactly how short they are.
Okay, I fixed it.
And then we have a nice astrologian. All right, what are we looking for? Oh, I passed it. It's back here.
You just saw the people and got excited.
I did, and also I see the beautiful Cactar Queen. I mean, Lunatender Queen. Look at her. She's lovely and amazing. You see her? Look at her walk. Anyway, we should talk to
She's
Nidana.
gonna get wrecked? Okay.
She is gonna get wrecked later. It'll be funny.
So this is one of the brands that once imprisoned Zodiac. Were I to describe it to my comrades back home, I doubt my words could do it justice.
I'm all three of these fools. I'm talking to Estinian first. How did you fare with the preparations below? I mean, they were right. The seal we mean to erect. I assume it won't hinder a half-void scent like me from going in the other direction. I mean, I think you're fine. Ryanje. Y'shtola hath done well indeed to devise a seal in so short a time. It is a testament to her ingenuity in times of need. Alright, now we talk to Y'shtola.
The cat cam froze, but it's fine because she probably won't be moving for a while. Now then, to the matter at hand. With the Watcher's assistant, we shall reforge each Zodiac's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. Yet, though we expect it to be effective against larger beings on account for its original purpose, there's a chance it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Loperate supporters would be suitable for this purpose.
Bunny Army, go!
Yeah, what Bunny Army?
Bunny Army.
Sinti and Kirameki. The three of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway in Bestway boroughs and provide any assistance they require.
I will join you, as the void scent my knowledge may be of use.
An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to the reforging the brands. I will send word when we have finished. Pray do the same.
I like how no one's gonna warn her about what kind of friends we're about to work with. Talking to Estinian? We have matters here well in hand. Go meet with the Loperates. Talking to Y'shtola.
First, we shall see to this brand.
Oh, Nidana.
We will have the brands in working order before you know it. Let's wait for a time.
Egg. I'm like trying to avoid getting a bad angle while I'm on this egg. But it keeps happening and there's nothing I can do about it.
You can do something about it.
Put on pants? No, that sounds terrible.
I'm going the wrong way. By wrong way, I meant elevation.
Alright, talking to Uri. Livingway, I trust thou hast been well. Talking to Zero. What are these things? Oh, lady. You're in for it. Alright, I guess I'm Livingway.
There you
you are, Ishtola has apprised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case this Voidson containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there.
She gonna get warm, fuzzy feels over how cute the bunnies are? Probably not.
Yo, what do you mean, probably not?
I don't know. Maybe? Maybe not. Who knows? Oh, upstairs. It's upstairs. Why did I hear in the background? Not through you, but I just heard someone in the background saying, "Hail Hydra." Talking to Uri? Ever grateful am I for the Lopert's irrepressible compulsion to help. And then 0. Despite their bestial appearance, these creatures are highly intelligent. And much like you and yours, they take pleasure in helping others. Do you love them yet? 0. Do you love them? Alright. Waiting, waiting. Talking to Urianji.
お待たせしましたわ。
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting.
That is quite the army of bunny things.
大急ぎで警備用サポーターを集めてほしいって言われたから出せるだけ引っ張り出してきたよ。
Mapping way, go.
Hello there, friends. New person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
Oh, they're sleeping way.
素晴らしい。あなた方の行動力にはいつも助けられていますね。
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
そんなそれほどでもありませんわ。
Oh, stop! You're making me blush.
私たちは新たな夢を探し始めています。とはいえ、人のお役に立つということは、やはり本質というか本懐というか抗いがたいウルトラハピネス。
Even now, as we pursue new dreams, aiding the people of Atheris remains our greatest joy.
これからも遠慮なくずいずいと私たちにお任せくださいませ。
So, you can count on us, ever and always.
さてさて、こちらのサポーターたちは本来月を警備するために配備されるものです。
Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe.
用意と戦ったことはありませんが、そこはそれ、適した戦い方をインプットすることで一騎当選の働きをするようになりますわ。
They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends.
というわけで、用意をよく知る皆様にサポーターとの模擬戦をお願いしても
Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment. And who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Atheris?
I can think of somebody more qualified.
私が適任だろう。
I was also thinking 0. I'm like, she's half Voidson. I think that'll work better. Believe I would make a better instructor. Oh god.
知るどころか、半ば用意のようなものだからな。
Why do you have to make that face while saying that? You're gonna scare them.
They should get scared every once in a while.
Oh no. Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one. Oh god, it's the panic music. Not the bunnies! Oh god. Nope. They're like, no, fuck this. We out.
stand there. Engage! Engage, engage, engage!
She's gonna break the shit, isn't she? Ah, they're in pieces!
That'll do, that'll do!
圧倒的な敗北。この経験を生かして改造、用意抹殺マシンを直ちに作り上げなくては。
A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot! Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into voids and slaughter bots.
これ改造の前に一旦修理しなきゃダメだね。
Indeed. Right after we managed to put the poor dears back together.
申し訳ありません。修理には時間がかかりそうでしょうか。
Void sent slaughter bots? Yeah, that's exactly what he said. It's fine. They said, yeah. Pray forgive our comrades' enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
普段のペースで考えたら5人人分小気味よくって感じかな。
An ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots, briskly consumed. On an ordinary day even.
ただ、もしもだよ。君たちが僕らを励ましてくれたなら。
But if you were to provide us with encouragement...
What do you want? Like carrot soup? Hug? Praise?
2人人分まで短縮できちゃう
We
かも。
might just be able to do it in 2.
Is this a new emote that we need in our life? Because I think this is a new emote we need in our life. It's very cute. It was so sparkly, I need it.
We're about to be blackmailed into doing something.
Oh my god. Why are y'all looking at me? Oh my god, even you, Urianger. Oh wait, no, we're looking at him. Okay, good.
今度はお前が適任だな。
No, fuck, no! I was wrong! It's us! And this I leave to you. Don't pray for me! Oh my god, Urianger, rude.
Yep, we're being thrown underneath the bus now. The Loporrit's eyes twinkle with anticipation as they await your poignant extolation. To wit, they yearn for you to rally their spirits.
Fine, I will cheer on the little bunnies. Let me talk to Zero first. I wonder if these creatures also once existed on the Void's moon. On the Void's moon? But even if they did, they must all be Void sent by now. Can you imagine Void sent rabbits? Uri? Sanjay? Though I fear my laudations will leave them wanting, I shall do mine utmost to rally the Loporrits. Living Way, hello.
To be clear, we will always do everything within our power to aid the people of Atheris. As I'm sure you'll agree, though, it doesn't hurt to have a little encouragement.
Okay. Let's start with Sleeping Way over here. I'm gonna talk to him first.
Rally the engineers and engage.
Loporrits are doing their best to meet your expectations, and it is only fair that you return their favor. Shower them with all the encouragement you can muster and rally their spirits. I think I have that hotkey. No, I don't. I'm gonna have to type it like a fool. There we go. Rally!
What? Engage! Engage! Oh, sorry. I was in the midst of... forgive me. The sight of precision parts is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing. But I'll try to keep moving.
That makes me yawn. I hate it.
The repairs? Oh, proceed apace, I assure you. But they even might go more swiftly if you were to spur us on. Rally us, as it were. Wink, wink. The Loporits are doing their best to meet your expectations. It's only fair that you return the favor, shower them with your encouragement, and you can muster and rally their spirits.
Rally.
What a marvelous feeling! There's nothing like wild
Gesticulations
of encouragement to fire you up.
Hello, Singing Way.
Oh, what could be more splendiferous than to repair our supporters under the loving gaze of people from Atheris? Nothing, I tell you, nothing! Save for one such individual to rally us while we go about it, but a humble Loporit can only dream.
Alright, I'm ready to rally you, Singing Way.
Hum. With you cheering me on, I can do not less than my very best.
Nice. Growing Way.
Never fear. We shall ensure that the supporters are ready for any void brazen enough to slip through. And if they seem to struggle, we'll rally them. Or at least we would, if someone were kind enough to, demonstrate.
Fine. Here's your rally.
Yeah, you go.
Did you push to talk?
Oh, thank you very, very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, showing us the proper technique so we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency.
Think we've been bamboozled. See anything different? Okay, no, he doesn't. Alright. It's Citron Macaroon! Cute. Alright, talking to Living Way.
My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Pray attend to your remaining busy work and leave the deployment of our new and improved Void Sense Slaughterbots to us.
Heard that. There's that phrase again. Void sent slaughterbots. That's for you, Dio. So cute.
My bunnies.
聞こえるかしら。おかげさまで剣の修復はどうにか完了よ。
Can you hear me? We just finished restoring the brands.
そちらの作業が終わり次第、合流してちょうだい。いよいよボイドゲートを開けるわよ。
Let us reconvene once you finish tending to matters there. The accumulation of our efforts is nigh.
Stola, was it? Ryanje. The red side of the moon, Ryanje is eager to rejoin Y'shtola. The brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With the Loporits having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Y'shtola post-haste and prise open our gate unto the void. Motorcycle! Whee! I think this is the one from the island.
I would have to take a look at you, but I don't know where you are relative to me.
I'm flying higher.
I see you now. Yeah, I think that is the island one.
Oh, crap.
What?
Legacy controls make it hard to turn.
Oh.
When you're trying to just turn the camera.
Oh, I was gonna do a quest count just to see how much further we got.
Oh. Oh. Oh shit. I've went past it.
Also, should I keep an eye at the time for the spring it?
I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I don't have room for it yet. Should we do Estinian to Urianger and then Y'shtola? Going counterclockwise, or do you want to go clockwise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Some manner of cactuar attempted to make mischief, but no one came to harm. How did you fare? That one? Talk about that one?
With Estinian keeping us safe, we were able to finish repairing the brands without incident.
This is it. And Urianger. I have duly informed Y'shtola of our task completion. While you all tend to matters in the 13th, I shall remain here and ensure the integrity of gate and seal both. Y'shtola?
My thanks for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Alizé in the Tower Babel to channel the Aether to the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Urianger and I shall bring our incantations to open a void gate. If all goes well, a tear will form the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal.
Sounds like work, but okay.
That is all. If there are no questions, then let us begin.
You love the moon ambient theme? Brings back memories of 4? Yeah, I agree. Very nice. This entire... A lot of this is a shout out to 4. Oh, we're getting to work! It's the let's get down to business music.
待たせたわね。月側の準備もすべて整ったわ。
I apologize for the wait. The preparations here are finally completed.
よかった。バブイルの塔もすでに再起動が完了している。今すぐそちらにエーテルを送っても。
Excellent. The tower 2 is activated. Let's give it the word, and we shall begin channeling the ether.
ええ、お願い。
Very well then, make it so.
行くわよ、アルフィノ。
Moment of truth. That's what she said, because it went so fast.
By the sisters.
ウリエンジェ、そちらも術式の展開を開始してちょうだい。ボイドゲートをこじ開けるわよ。
Urianger, commit your invocations. Tis time to open our gates. A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
Got you. Now, how do we turn these on? Okay, just throw throw a little aether at him. Open sesame!
ゲートは開いた。封印機構も作動しているように見える。あとは
Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
それが効果を発揮するかだな。
Let's see how well it holds. Oh, that's a floating head. Murder! Oh, I got this. Hold on. Where's my thing?
Is it working?
Yes.
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this!
Maybe cut on the echo.
Oh shit, I missed that.
So this is the promised land.
I didn't get to adjust it yet. Okay. I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose. You got wrecked.
I wonder if his scales are healed.
遅くなった。ことは順調に進んでいるようだが。
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
がやってきた。第13世界につながっている証拠だわ。
Indeed, just this moment a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
すごいよ、ヤシトラさん。この場に立ち会えて、私たちも嬉しい。
It's incredible. Ishtola, truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
ありがとう。みんなの協力のおかげよ。
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours.
この成功は次元跳躍の基礎理論が確立できたことも意味するわ。
Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel.
Someone wants to go back to her boyfriendo in the first.
アシエンは世界を統合するために共造世界を特定の属性の力に偏らせることで次元の壁を破壊し、そのエーテルを原初世界に流し込もうとしてきた。
The Asians rejoined the reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the aether of a reflection to flood to the source.
では、なぜ共造世界は別の共造世界とではなく、原初世界に統合されてしまうのかしら。
But why is that reflections are disposed to rejoin to the source, why have they never merged with one another?
原初世界だけに何か特別な力が働いていると。
Now art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome?
ええ。本来一つだった世界は原初世界を起点に元に戻ろうと引き合うのではと考えたの。
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them.
そしてハイデリンはおそらく統合引力とも言うべき世界が引き合う力を抑え込んでいた。だからこそ停滞の力を司る存在として作られたのよ。
Heidelin, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis.
That makes sense.
一方でボイドは闇、つまり活性の力に偏っている。だからこそハイデリンによる抑制効果が崩れやすく、クラックが自然発生するほどにつながりやすいんじゃないかしら。
Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Heidelin's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures.
今回はこうした過程の下で最も強い引力の先を狙って次元の壁に穴を開けた。
Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be the strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded to opening a gate into the void.
言い換えれば、行き先がボイドだからこそ成功しただけ。基礎理論が固まったとはいえ、これだけでは他の共造世界は狙えないわ。
Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theories proven, the secrets to travel to other reflections still eludes us.
それでも、第8零歳後の未来では、第一世界への次元跳躍をやってのけた人たちがいたのだから、理論を突き詰めていけば、いずれ必ず。
Even so, in the reality that lies between the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
魔女殿の夢は大きく前進したというわけだな。
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
まだまだこれからよ。
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken.
だからこそ、ボイドからの進行で研究の邪魔はさせないわ。さあ、アジュダヤを探してゴルベーザの計画を阻止するわよ。
Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth to find Astasia and put an end to Golbez's plot.
He's definitely gonna be the Shadow Dragon, right? Pretty damn sure. I'm waiting for it.
There's still 6.5.
That's true.
Climb up my back. I shall take us to the gate. Golbez isn't the final boss, so the Shadow Dragon probably is.
では、私は錬金術師の皆さんを地上に送り届け、レポリットたちと連携してゲートを監視しておきましょう。
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemist safely home, and together with the Loperts maintain vigil over the gate.
みんな気をつけて。必ず無事に帰ってきてね。
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Hey, thanks. Bye. We swapped out Urianche for Astidian. Dragon music. And to the void once more. Bye. C0 made it in fine. She didn't get sent flying or get stuck on top of the seal, so we're good.
Oh, by the way, he's fully scaled again.
Yay, they grew back. I'm seeing shit. Oh. That must be our other end of the gate. Void flex. I'm back, bitches! This is very red.
Yeah, I think their moon was red.
Oh, okay.
There should be a throne room somewhere.
Wasn't it also like a fucking donut or something? I don't remember.
This is the moon of the 13th.
Are we on Mars?
間違いない。闇の反乱からこちら、天に昇るのはいつも血のように赤い月だ。
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
用意の大軍とご対面かと思っていたが、随分と静かだな。
No void sent, a rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated. The theme is so good, I do appreciate it, yes.
ゴルベーザは自身の領域がどこにあるのか限られた配下にしか伝えていないということだった。ならこれほど閑散としているのもうなずける。
But unsurprising given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain.
だが気は抜かない方がいい。ここから原初世界に侵入した用意がいた以上、奴の駒が潜んでいないとも限らないからな。
Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
姉さん、近くにいないのか。
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
そう焦るなブリトラ。ひとまず周りの状況を確認してみるべきじゃないか。
Steady, Vertra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
すまない。気がせいた。
Wish to talk? Or are you not reading Vertra?
Let's see. Yes, thou art right.
では、私は上空を一回りしてこよう。君たちは地上を頼む。
I shall survey the moon from above, the ground. I leave to you all.
Don't leave our eyesight. Voidson probably think you're tasty. Oh, we're on different instances.
Yeah, I'm at the point near Astinian.
I'm gonna talk to Astinian first. Hey, buddy. My lance will be ready should any more of Golbez's pawns appear. You just want to enact violence. It's like, I'm ready to destroy everything. Alright. Talk to the point of interest?
Yeah.
Surveying.
The surface of the moon is a grim shade of crimson, a consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps.
Do you want to go west or east? Oh, I guess this one over here to the west is closer. I see a sparkle, so I'm gonna go walk towards it.
I see a Stola.
Oh, I do see Stola. I am going up to her. And I am now next to her.
Stola says, no sign of a watcher or any low-perps. Perhaps they were swallowed up in the flood of darkness, or perhaps they never existed here.
I think that if there was a watcher, there would have been a building for him. So, yeah. I feel like there just wasn't one here.
A point of interest? No matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no signs of life. In all directions extends desolate waste without end.
Is there no one next to the third spot?
I'm keeping an eye out for Zero, but I don't see her. Want to look around a bit for Zero?
Yeah. Oh, we can't even fly here. No, I was just running for RP. Oh wait, I think I found her.
Which direction relative to the destination?
Northwest. She's like up against the ledge, against the cliffs.
Okay.
Are they are. I guess I think Zero is they them, right? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
They were intending her to be ambiguous, but they ended up with a female design.
Okay. ... Zero appears to be lost in thought, her gaze fixed upon the fathomless abyss. I want to look in the fathomless abyss. Oh yeah, that is indeed an abyss, and I'm pretty sure that's where Golbez is.
Yeah, looks like structures.
Yep. He just made himself a home in the hole. Alright, I am back at the point of interest and I am clicking on it.
I somehow was moving, so I interrupted myself.
Good job. You hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise. Save for the sounds of your comrades, there's nothing. So far, you have failed to find any clues as to Ajdaya's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something you missed. I mean, she found the throne, so, you know.
Perhaps.
Alright, I'm next to Zero. Let me know when you're here.
I'm here.
What's down there? Chasm has caught your attention as well. I mean, yeah, it does look pretty sus. Something's down there. There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say? I agree. I am inclined to agree.
I do sense something here.
これとよく似た大穴が原初世界の嘆きの海にもあった。ゾディアークが封印されていた闇のゆりかごよ。
Oh, I lied. It's not the Speringan. It's the Boar of Paradise that's up at 10 p.m. This pit much resembles the Cradle of Darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned.
だとすると、この奥底には分割されたゾディアークの力が封じられていたのでしょう。
If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths.
原初世界にいた本体が消滅した以上、それらの力も消え去ったものと思っていたけれど。
Strange, though, when Zodiac perished in the source, I presume that every aspect of him was thus unmade and his power scattered, unless somebody consumed it.
ひときわ濃い闇が満ちているわ。ゾディアークの残滓なのかしら。それとも。
It is unmistakable, the darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
Hey, fire truck, come down here. I hear thee, sister, I hear thee. Bruh. Climb on, my friends. Ashdaya is here, within this chasm. At least he had the good sense not to go alone. That's what I was concerned about.
It looked like he was about to go in.
Yeah, I was like, oh hell no. I have to save 2 dragons. Just 1 though, we're good. Knock knock.
Sister. Tis I, Verta. I have come to rescue thee.
You were entrusted with Ashdaya's eye, were you not? I mean, yeah, but we might want to make sure the coast is clear because I got a real bad feeling about this. Oh my god. What? How? Bertra, wherefore art thou here?
Oh, thank goodness. Tis thee, dear sister, truly thee. How long have I dreamed of this moment? Would that I could have found thee sooner, but I am here now. Let us return home together.
The thought filleth me with joy, but I fear it cannot be. Not even with a dragon's might can these chains be broken. for they are forged of the very will of the man named Golbez.
やはりここがゴルベーザの領域なのか。
So this is indeed Golbez's domain. Now keep us company with mortals?
I do. They are my stalwart allies, without whom I could have not come this far.
Cease? Ask dear Antar.
Is that so? Then much time hath passed indeed.
For war, Meradarn, Ian.
It doth feel like only yesterday that we were fighting the void-sent hordes the men of Alag had unleashed on Mericidia.
Les Iel Kol An, Zdis Sorn I Rom, Snar Tiamat An.
Desperate to save Tiamat, I flew into this lightless world to strike at the heart of the Cloud of Darkness's forces.
Kai Ros An, K Ul K Darn Morn, Dis An, Kai An, Na Stra An.
But the void-sent I slew returned again and again, and before I knew it, the rift betwixt worlds had closed. I was stranded, bereft of strength.
Nartal King in eyes.
Thou did save the lives of full many, sister.
Athan Endran Esktayan.
Today, we abide in harmony with men, working side by side and forging enduring bonds.
Al Kores in Hes Udlar an Eskles Udan.
Indeed, in the course of searching for thee, I did cross with many a noble mortal, with whom I built a nation of rich diversity.
Ses Razathan Uan. Snosun an Highes Inan.
To thee, I would show it, my beautiful Razatan. I shall not rest until thou art free.
Ta Hes An Elgon Osk In.
When Golbez found me collapsed, the darkness ravaging my wounds, he spoke and said,
Ses Kidir In An, Kasta An.
'Tis but a matter of time before you turn, but I have the power to stop it.
Sta In Es Katao Tai An, Es An Stra In Sorn.
And he did, for a price. I would remain myself but bound, an everlasting feast for his minions, who supped upon my aether over thousands of years.
ほう、七大天竜の一翼ともあろうものが呪縛には抗えぬと領収のままでいるつもりなのか。
Oh, what now then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all of eternity, not daring to test her chains? Stinian just egging her on. If such is thine attempt at encouragement, mortal, then thou art as graceless as Nidhogg. Is that an insult or a compliment to Estinian? I'm not actually sure. But I mean, very fair.
Kis Targol, Asrael Dis Tar, Sma Osk In Sis
'Twas Golbez who did weave this spell, and so his defeat should serve to unravel it. Would it suffice as a show of spirit, were I to reveal what I know of the villain?
悪くない。ゴルベーザの弱点か、それとも居所か。
Now that's a start. So, what can you tell us? Mayhap in order to sustain the magic, he cannot travel far from this place. He doth prefer to send minions to carry out his will, but on occasion will himself ascend to the moon's surface. And every time without fail, he will visit the same location to the south. Something of import lieth there, doubt not.
Like how that's probably where Mericidia was.
That's funny.
奴が立ち止まっていた理由を突き止めてやろうじゃないか。
Well, aren't we on the moon though?
Yeah, but they're probably talking. When they descend for the moon, he always goes back to the same spot.
Oh,
somewhere
okay.
to the south.
Okay. It means he descends from the moon. Okay, I got it. So he goes to the surface of the actual planet. Got it. Well, you heard her. Shall we look into the spot near and dear to our enemy's heart? Are we all gonna go? Not gonna have someone keep watch? Alright.
We all gonna go on Dwagon back to the Ethereus 13.
There's 13. Oh, everyone's kind of spread out. I'm gonna go walk away and talk to Estinian first.
Do you see a dragon anywhere? Unless they meant south of here.
I thought they meant south of here.
Oh.
Alright, talking to Estinian. 'Tis a comfort to see that Ajdaya's spirit remains unbroken. Let's find this mystery locations Golbez so favors. Yeah, because she said he ascends to the moon's surface, meaning he leaves the pit.
Is that the gate we came in?
To the south?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Talking to Stola. A place Golbez visits without fail. If there was some distortion in the ambient ether, I'd be able to find it with ease. Our homeboy's further south.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Yep, he's pretty big.
Looking on the homeboy. We must do not less than defeat Golbez in order to free my sister. Make sure thou art prepared for anything.
Yeah, running back to 0.
Alright, since Sister confirmed, Shadow Dragon is like, unless some twist happens, Shadow Dragon is not. I'm not feeling Shadow Dragon as a final thing, but I'm still thinking 0 ends up being the final boss.
That's entirely possible. 0 must. Alright, I'm next to 0.
I'm ready.
Alright. Abyssal Dark! 0 would begin the hunt for Golbez. The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. I'll take charge of this area, if you could see to the south. I'm gonna talk to you again! Leave this area to me and see to the south.
The others probably say the same thing.
I'm gonna talk to Estinian again just in case. I gotta check. Nothing here. Mayhap further south then?
They're saying different things.
They are. Going to Y'shtola?
Y'shtola says, I have only performed a cursory search, but I doubt there's anything of note further west. Perhaps you could try looking southeast. Going to the Dwagon?
To the Dwagon! It's a pretty big search area they're giving us.
Dwagon says, I cannot discern a structure of any kind from above. Whatever this place or object might be, Golbez has hidden it well.
Okay, Stola told us to look southeast. I'm gonna look over this ridge.
There is a point of interest east of the Dwagon. Gonna wait a second.
I'm not even there. Oh, I see it. It's next to a rock. I see. I'm running up to it. Okay, I'm next to the point of interest and clicking on it.
Beneath the rock catches your eye. Brave?
Did you find something? A crystal. Memoria crystal. Memoria? But whose? Oh! Seizure time.
It's the mage that probably tried to recruit her.
Oh.
And the swordsman.
Yep.
お前たちは騙し、奪い、殺めた。最後に申し開きはあるか？
I guess I got this one. Durante, you have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
ないね。あいつらがバカで弱かっただけだ。他人なんて頼ろうとして。
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools.
お前らもお互いに気をつけておけよ。古臭い英雄ごっこなんぞどうせ長続きはしない。
Like you would be heroes. You do well to keep a close eye on each other.
相棒に寝首をかかれて思い知るのさ。先に裏切った方がマシだったとな。
It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. Better to have the handle towards your hand.
ざま見ろ。だ。
You'll see. Oh, yes, you will. Get stabbed, idiot! In death, may your soul find salvation.
俺はとてもこいつらのために祈る気になんてなれない。お前こそが本当の英雄だよ。
I can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You are a nobler man than I.
Come now, we're all shaped by these dark times more than we would care to admit. I choose to believe that, had these men known peace and plenty, they would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice.
メモリア戦争。一刻も早く収束の手立てを見つけて、王の元へ帰らねばな。
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then, like so many others, but we will end it.
None.
ありがとうよ。あの連中を追い払ってくれて、どれほど救われたか。
Really, Villager says, thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened to you if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones.
Who's that?
ああ、お前さん方と同じで、闇の力に落ちたメモリア使いと戦っているんだそうだ。
Oh, her. She's like you. I hear. She hunts memoriites taken by the darkness.
朗報だな。今度こそ仲間が増えるかもしれないぞ。
Well, well, a kindred spirit. Perhaps we'll finally have a new comrade.
断る。ただでさえも怪しい黒兜にのこのこついていく道理はない。
No, I've no interest in working with others, much less someone who looks as suspicious as you. It's kind of rude. Is that so?
じゃあな。私は先に行かせてもらう。
There's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
目的は同じだろうに。うまくいかないものだな。これもお前の言う通り、時代の流れというやつか。
Even when we share the same goal, we cannot overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few memoriates remain who cling to the light. Would that we could have won her over.
まあいいさ。俺とお前がいれば100人力なんだ。下手に水を刺されるよりはこのままの方が動きやすい。
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person will have been more than a hindrance than a help.
さて、この近辺でやり残したことはもうないな。
Now then, our work here is finished.
王から一時帰還せよとのご命令だ。帰ろう。俺たちの祖国、バロンへ。
His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
Jericho summoned us?
I think so.
Oh. What does he need? Oh, shit.
もしや、また過去を見たのか?
And another vision of the past, did you? Yeah, we had a seizure. Don't worry about it. I saw the people who, you know, and
記憶の中で私の姿を見ただと?
Yeah, you were in it. They were talking to you. I'm like, hey, you should join us. And you were like, nah, dude, I don't trust you. You sus. What? I was in it? Yep.
話の流れからするに、例の二人組か? だとしたら、このメモリアに封じられているのは
The pair that I met in that village, which means the one sealed in this memoria is Mage? Oh!
Probably the mage.
異界より来たりし、聖戦に抗う者どもは
Whose turn is it? Is it me? Or is it you?
I don't know.
Don't know either.
So, you have come, you who would oppose our crusade.
Oh, he brought her!
Sister.
Is it time? We're gonna get a shadow dragon?
Oh, he was the mage.
Oh, he was the mage.
お前はあの時の
You. I know you.
おお、かつての私を知っているのか。
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say.
闇に染まりながら人の姿を保っているのも珍しいが、よくも過去を覚えているものだな。
'Tis impressive enough that you managed to retain your mortal form, but to remember your past besides.
まあいい。問うべきは他にある。貴様が我が配下を仕留めたメモリ扱いか。
But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriite who vanquished my minions, correct?
だったらどうする
And what if I am?
この世界のものならば私と共に戦え。魂の救済、聖戦のためにな。
Then I would bid you join me as a child of our world and slave to the wheel. Fight with me for the salvation for all our souls.
共に戦えだと駒として戦えの間違いじゃないのか
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn.
聖戦だかなんだか知らないがお前が欲しているのは私ではなく私の能力だろう思い通りにならないと知れば魔法で縛るはず
It isn't me you want, but my power. If I don't obey, you'll bind me like that bound dragon.
そんな関係はもうたくさんだ私は自らの意志で思いを同じくする友のために戦う
And no more. Refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, for those in whom I trust, my friends.
そうか。それは残念だ。
I see. A pity.
貴様らの目的はこの竜だな。
It is for the dragon you come, yes?
報告を聞いた当初、計画に支障をきたしかねない要素は取り除くべしとルビカンテどもに足止めを命じたが。
When you first appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan.
よもやここまで追ってこようとは何たる好都合。
Never did I imagine you would reach this place and give me a golden opportunity.
You trying to take Vertra?
Speak plainly, jailer. I think he wants to come back to the earth or revitalize the balance in here.
この竜が私に囚われて幾清掃。
Oh, he wants a new dragon.
自由はなく、弱り果てたところに貴様らが現れたのだ。
Long as it had been in prison, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished.
しかれば、竜は思いを強めただろう。
But your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. By the way, he talked about Rubicante earlier, and I was hoping it'd be the next line.
Yeah, but it wasn't. And I was like, huh. What did he say?
帰りたい。故郷たる世界に帰りたいとな。それこそが救済を成就する鍵なのだ。
Her yearning to be free, to return home, that is the key to our deliverance. Shadow Dragon.
I'm getting what I wanted. Mistaya, no! Darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent. Bertra! Thou must flee! Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey! Oh look, it's got her head. Kill him. Rude. Oh, that's bad. Sister, please.
Sister, please.
Damn you! Pissed off the Dragoon. Oh, fuck! Uh-oh. Keep our guests
occupied.
Oh, you can read it fast enough. Okay. This is a lot to occupy. Oh my god, why are we so far back? Oh, bloody F. Save her, I beg of thee, save my sister. Why are you so tall? Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong. Dragon, you. You don't want to see her die? Neither do I. Uh-oh, we got some epic music happening. Where does M Crystal work here?
It should. We've used it before.
That's a giant cube! Come, face me. Rest assured, I need no invitation. I'll deal with you and then I'll free Ajdaya.
Second one, I'm leaning towards second one. What about you?
I'm also on the second one.
Alright, ready?
3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna summon friends! I like how he's just standing there and letting us do it.
Accursed light. You who have ever basked in its warmth could never understand our envy, our agony.
I'm about to wreck you with it, idiot.
You will not deny our release. Alright.
The Voidcast Day!
It is 7 minutes before the animal comes up.
I don't actually care to do that right now. I would rather just do the MSQ. So that I don't have to worry about spoilers while we're gone for the whole weekend.
Anyway, are you ready?
Yes. Can I see my friends from here? Oh, I guess we should read the trial description. Let me find it. The Void Cast Day. Having opened a void gate of enormous proportions in Mare Lamentorum, you successfully cross over to the moon of the 13th, beneath whose sanguine surface you find the imprisoned Ajdaia. Alas, just when it seems the Great Worm's liberation is in sight, you are forced to watch as she is twisted into a being of darkness by her captor Golbez. So it is that you sally forth into the black-clad villain's conjured stage, there to end his unholy crusade and free Ajdaia from her torment. Q whenever.
I have MOBA aggro, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to use the potty and fix the cat cam.
Okay. Why can't I see my friends? They should be fighting a shit ton of void sent. I should at least be seeing some sparks flying. Anyway, chat, how's it going? How you guys doing? FF4 stuff is making you giddy. I'm glad. I love the shoutouts. And also, straight up Golbez. Look at this man. He is huge. I'm like not even at his knees. I'm like, maybe that's his knee, right? So I'm only like halfway up to his knee. It's a big dude. I'm a child. Was your first FF? That's exciting. What was my first FF? Technically, I played a little bit of 6, but I couldn't really get into it because I didn't really understand RPG genre yet. And then I played 7 on PC, and I was like, okay, this is pretty sweet. I know, the man's is gigantic. Oh shit, there's a nice view of the planet over there. I got the floaty rocks all around.
Cat cam is fixed. You ready?
Yep. I see a Midna.
You do see a Midna. Look at her.
She's looking out.
Princess.
What is she doing? Midna!
She's looking at Chiriko, I think. Chiriko's in there.
Oh. Oh, I saw her head move. Okay.
Chiriko's looking at you. Or in your direction.
Chiriko!
He's coming over. He's like, my mom summons me.
He's like, mother? Get up here! I know, you're so cute. It's amazing. How did you get so cute? Oh, let me turn on your camera. Wait, you're not Chiriko, you're the other one! You are Momo. You're Momo. You are not the cat that I called over. What did your... Okay, whatever. You know what? This is fine. Have a Momo.
You can't see the void gate.
I saw it earlier when I was close to it. But from here...
It's in the south.
Yeah, it is in the south. We cannot see it from here, but if you go up to the south, it is just kind of chilling and floating above the wall. In the air. And I was like, neat! You're the other... Yeah, I'm sorry, Momo. I didn't mean to just call you the other one. You're just... I called for your brother and you showed up, which is fine, but unexpected. It was an unexpected but lovely and welcome surprise.
Oh,
Also,
no.
this is your butt.
Midna left. I think it's because you summoned the cats over.
I don't know. I know, it's very exciting. This cat right here, you see him? He's gonna be very upset tomorrow in the morning. Because we're gonna leave and then we're gonna be gone for several days and he's gonna be like, what the fuck? Gonna cry his little heart out. He's gonna be so offended. Look at him, he's cute though. Very cute boy.
I had to move the cam because they're hanging out in the hallway now.
Oh, there it goes.
Shit, my tank stance is on. Oh well.
Yeah, Dardy's gonna watch him over the weekend. And they're gonna wake him up super early. It's gonna be great. Momo will be inconsolable, I'm sure, and then Chiriko's just gonna be sulky and broody and probably mad, and that's how it usually goes.
You know, Momo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be leaving you, and you're gonna be so sad.
DPS, wake up! What the fuck?
A sleepy DPS.
This queue was not that long! Wake the fuck up! Oh my god. Snooze, you lose.
I expect to die.
I summon friends! I didn't expect that one. Nope, you summon a friend too. Man, why'd you make her all weird and curly? Like a damn curly fry now. Knight in Black, Golbez. Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear. Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
I like how the song happened to reset.
Token. Hey, what are you doing over there, Momo? It's a big old rock. Oh, it just does that. Okay. Crescent blade. Mike, he turned around. I should probably get behind him. Oh, I know this. Yeah, that's the Shadow Wall. Ashtaya's shadow. Oh! The Bizzle Dark and Hero's Blade, I bring my people something. Oh dear. Black Fang. Bringing people liberation, you shall know true terror. I missed a bunch of lines, don't worry about it. Dragon, hear me and obey! Oh, don't listen to him, he's a dick. Shadow Crescent. Ow!
Wait, what was the tell for the follow-up?
I don't know. I think I don't want to stand on that, actually. Gale Sphere. Raging Gale to rend you asunder. What are we doing here? Oh, I gotta pick up the other healer. Got you. Give me a second.
X flares.
So it would seem. Void Meteor. Come forth, my servant of shadow. Lingering spark. Let the lightning surge. No, I don't like that. Stop it. Gale Sphere.
I forgot what this did.
This was the one. Actually,
the balls,
yeah,
right?
the balls.
Yeah, okay. Got it. It's going counterclockwise starting from the east. Those are X players. This place shall be your tomb. I'm gonna go this way. Shadow Crescent. I think it just starts a circle of AoE every time Shadow Crescent happens.
I think it does.
Oh, I don't like the angle. I like how it was double meteor this time. just pretty good.
It is very good. And for the Servant of Shadow. Lightning Surge.
You know, I was kind of afraid of when I first saw the stage. I thought,
Oh shit, I fucked that up.
I thought the stage would rotate like a dive.
Maybe later. Oh, I died. I was thinking about the outside and I forgot about the don't face him.
It's okay, we feel I got to rotate a favor.
Yep, because I rezzed them earlier. We're free!
We did it. We did a thing.
My power. Turn back? Change back?
I don't think it's changing back.
Even my blade. So this is the limit of my defiance. And he's small. Not smaller. Otsukare!
Look at Sarah Cole looking down on Golbez.
Haha, you shrank.
I didn't calm anyone.
Oh, rude. Oh, cat's gone. There we go.
Oh, we should have cut down on the clicking of the exit.
Oh, whoops. I was excited.
Buzka!
Are you alright? What'd you do? What's happening? No, the villain laugh is bad! Means he had a trick up his sleeve. Last, the moment is at hand. May have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late while you look to the chasm. Ah, fuck. You've won the battle, but I win the war! Stop this, I beg of thee, let her go! Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of the abyss, until one day it dispersed him into a haze of aether. Oh, when we killed Zodiark. In the absence of the great flow, that aether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty void scent. Now feast! Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it. What he said? He said no.
It's fine. We fought against stronger things.
From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. That is pretty yikes. Upon you who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus, awaken! I definitely thought Zeromus was gonna involve doing something to Zero, so...
It is its own entity.
That's different.
We get the Final Fantasy IV boss.
Well, shit. We fucked up. Hello, cursed music. No matter how powerful a void scent can be sealed in Memoria. Oh shit. Damn it. It's too strong. Warding scale? Warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiark's Aether. Must retreat, everyone to me. I will return, sister, and I will save thee. This I swear. Well, shit. This is not good. We're in the same place. We talked to Vertra?
Yeah. Wagon says ellipses.
Stinian? Oops, that's not a Stinian. Let me talk to a Stinian. Curse you, Golbez. Stola?
Are we all unharmed?
Zero. We made it back safely at least. Ooh, what am I gonna take? I'm gonna take crit. I'm gonna talk to Zero again. Zeromus. Alright, ready to talk to Stola?
Estivian says, curse you, Golbez.
Yeah.
Oh, same thing. Oh, Vertra says ellipses still. Okay,
yeah.
Stola.
Stola's relieved to be back in the source.
And we get a banger.
Wish to talk? Hello?
In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. With that we could have anticipated as Daja's yearning to return home could be manipulated in a fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void scent hell-bent on breaching the rift. And one with such...
Hey!
Oh, that's you.
And one with such prodigious strength. Zeromus is unlike anything I have ever seen. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said, though none can say if there is even a sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in the hopes that his champion will do that which no one could in the Contra Memoria, save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. I think Artbird might have something to say about what he's been dumb enough to try. About that. And we're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup.
Loath than I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a void scent of Zeromel's might. Ritra, not least of all, in body and mind both. For now, let us return to Razat Han and take stock of the situation. Very well. Hirabeki and Sinti, might I trouble you to head to Bestway Borough and appraise Urianje of the situation?
Yep, will do.
The rest of us shall tend to Vertra's wounds, but before returning to Razat Han, pray, join us there, Anon.
So we need a stronger warding scale.
Yeah, we need to make some preparations.
Alright, talking to Stola.
Dire though the circumstances may seem, Vertra must keep the faith, for despite Golbez's claim, there's still the war to fight, a war we must win.
Talking to Zero? Zeromus. Oh. Stendian? Stola expended a great deal of aether to open the Void Gate, and Zero took a vicious blow from Zeromus. But worry not, I'm well enough to keep everyone safe. And when we've finished here, be sure to get some rest. You've earned it.
Vertra still says ellipses.
He must be in shock. He's like, no, I lost her again! Look, you couldn't have known that was gonna happen. It's fun to see that all the brands are back together now. That's just gonna be how they are. Where are you? Oh, you're on this level. Okay. Hanging out with the buns. Where are you going? Alright, bye! Hey, chat. Deep Banyan. Alright, Urianje. Ah, warrior of light, thou art returned. I am pleased to say it hath been blessedly uneventful in your absence, but more importantly, of your mission in the void. Yeah, it kind of all went to shit, as one would expect. Heavens forfend. Najdaya should be used to birth a dread voidsent born of Zodiac's residual aether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there is one small mercy. The voidsent containment seal. As we employed the selfsame brands that once imprisoned Zodiark in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Zeromus. Yet for how long, none can say, for our enemy's strength is unknowable, whilst the barrier was erected in haste. Now shalt rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate measures, yes? And I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the seal. Should we observe signs of an impending incursion, rest assured I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend. I'm gonna talk to him again. Concern thyself not with matters here. Pray return to Razat Han, where thou art needed. Stop pray returning me to places. I don't appreciate that.
It's my free teleport, so I'm gonna teleport.
Okay. That's your freebie?
It is my freebie.
Hmm. Mine has always been more donuts, and it will never stop being more donuts because I keep having reasons to go there.
Hey, we're in the same instance.
To the Megaduta.
Midna came back, so I'm tempted to move the cat cam again.
She does what she wants. Hello, accommodating official.
Miss.
Oh, wait, is this you? I don't remember.
I don't care. Mistress Sinti and Kerameki, we have been expecting you. When the trap and your comrades returned earlier, I could not help but notice they were in low spirits. I hope it's nothing too serious.
Oh, you know.
But forgive me. You must be eager to join them. If you would follow me.
Enter. Oh, you know, nothing too serious. We're just fucked. Buddy? You okay? Wanna talk about it? Want a churro? Want a soda? Oh, we're sad music.
Omae, ファルファレルロとチリアットを覚えているか？私の領域にいた臆病者の用意たちだ。
Do you remember Chiriato and Farfarello, the cowardly pair of void sent that dwelled in my domain? Yup, one of them ate the other one. That was fucked up shit.
チリアットはファルファレルロを魂ごと食った。
Chiriato devoured Farfarello.
すると奴の中にはファルファレルロが抱いていたバルバリシアを恐れる心が存在するようになったんだ。
And in doing so, he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbaricia.
用意は他の用意に食われたとしても魂まで消えてなくなるわけじゃない。混ざり合って一部になるだけだ。
For as you know, when a void scent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer. So you know, Ashdai is still alive, that's what they're saying.
そして倒れることで魂同士の結びつきが弱まり、また別々の存在として復活を遂げることもある。
And when a void scent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more. So we need to kill Zeromus, right?
つまるところは、ゼロムスを倒せば、アジダヤの魂を引き剥がせる可能性があるということだ。
That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Ashdaya.
I'm worried about a body now.
それをより確実に成したいのなら、アジュダヤの魂に
Wait, never mind. I'm not
自
worried.
分が何者であるか認識させる必要がある。
And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is.
呼びかけろ。他の誰でもなく、お前がな。
When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being. You're giving him hope! You're learning! Oh, that's sweet.
ゼロ。ボイドをよく知る君の言葉だ。信じよう。
You there?
Oh, thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then となれば、私たちはゼロムス打倒に向けて
Then
動
it's
くのみ
settled.
ね。
Our objective is to defeat Zeromus.
ゾディアークの残死から生じた用意というのは驚異的だけれど、だからこそ剣の封印が効果を発揮するはず。あなた、ウリエンジェから何か聞いていて。
Well, it is unsettling that a Voidsent could be born from Zodiark's aether. Its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say?
Yeah, he said it was in haste and, you know.
保証はないか。対策は急いだ方が良さそうね。
I see. If the seal may not hold out for long, then haste is paramount.
いっそこちらの世界に出向いてきたところを叩くのはどうだ?
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here? Estinian's answer to everything is violence.
I think that would work, but it would not serve our purpose.
No, it would not.
それだと倒すことでアジュダヤの魂が正解に帰ってしまう。彼女を救い出すにはボイドでゼロムスを撃つのが必須よ。
Doing so would consign Adagia's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeramos in the 13th.
だが、奴は周囲に満ちた闇を操り、傷つけることは愚か、本体に近づくことさえ難しかった。
Barely go near it. Oh, shit. I could barely go near it, never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. But he proposed we fight such a foe.
あら、それについての答えは単純よ。濃い闇を払うには強き光を当てればいい。
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must yield resplendent light.
そして、私たちは光に満たされた世界を知っている。
And it just so happens there's a world replete with light.
Oh, what? We're gonna go first and 13th? Is that what we're doing? Are we doing doubles? Is 7.0 gonna be double? It's exciting. You want me to go over there and talk to them?
第一世界から光の力を持ち込む方法については、私に任せてちょうだい。
You may leave to me.
これまで研究してきた次元跳躍の理論と幾人かの仲間の協力があればきっと大丈夫。
With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way.
そんなわけで、私はまたしばらく留守にするわ。あなたたちには戻ってきた後たっぷり働いてもらうから、よくよく体を休めて待っているのよ。
But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
我らが魔女殿があの調子なんだ。俺も鍛錬に向かうとしよ
う。Wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. She'll be training if you have need of me. Means he's gonna go do push-ups, shirtless in his room again. Alright, bye!
Oh no, she wants to do shirtless push-ups too.
He's like, hold on! I need the fan service! I'm into it! Wait.
私も連れて行け。
Oh my god, she does want it.
もっと強くなってやる。
Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead. Don't let him trick you into doing anything shirtless. Estinian, be good to her.
いい心がけだ。
Shirtless push-up Zero. I gotta see if there's fan art for it already.
Fine by me. Come on then. Estinian, I'm watching you!
こうなるとますます私ばかりがうなだれてはいられまい。バルシャンの体を動かしてできる支度を始めよ
う。Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessels, I shall attend to what preparations I may.
Oh, Mini Varshan. Hello.
Adash, my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. But if I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and your comrades, I cannot will ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again, this I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction. Sinti and Kiramaki, and I will pray for you. Wait. And I will pray for you. Will stand with me to the last.
Another moon orchestrion roll. Nice. Oh, cutscene. Meanwhile. Yes, meanwhile on the moon of the 13th.
We're not gonna borrow Eden, are we?
But we broke Eden. We can't borrow Eden.
Eden isn't broken. We broke him into submission.
Oh.
誕生を果たしたとはいえ、ゼロムスはまだまどろみの中。世界の壁を打ち崩すとなれば、今しばらくの時が必要か。
Ceramos is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil.
だが、これまでの道のりを思えば、さまつなものよ。
But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured?
口惜しい。お前が倒れたあの日のことを忘れられるものか。
It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend. Oh, he took up his helmet.
Okay. So he is the swordsman.
Yeah. The memory of your passing and the pain.
Nani ga arou tomo, 世界を救う英雄はゴルベーザの他にはいないのだ。
As I promised you then, I promise you now. They shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
From light's embrace to shadow's deep, a world to save and an oath to keep. You win or you die! I'm talking to Varshan again. Did I read it?
Well, once again, we must await the Shtola's return, but I shall not allow my restlessness to consume me. I will have my alchemist perform thorough maintenance upon my adult simulacrum, that I may be ready to confront Zeramos when the time comes. Not gonna do it as your dragon form?
Guess not. Okay, I wanna go check out Eden. I'm gonna go look.
Okay, I am gonna start Pandemonium because I need to finish that before I go to bed because we'll be gone.
Okay, it's gonna take you like 3 hours probably. Just so you know.
Bad.
Okay. Alright, bye. That was fun.
Hey, bye.
Hey, chat. That was an adventure. A lot of stuff going on there. Let's go see if Eden... is actually still there? Because I honestly do not remember. Take me to the empty. Thank you. Please. There's a lot going on. So we have this lovely place with a lovely crystal. I mean, I guess Eden's technically still sitting right over there, but I don't know if it's operational. Yeah, it's like all up in the trees. Because it became tree and then we defeated it. So I don't know if it's actually able to be activated anymore, is the thing. Now, Y'shtola said, we have a world that is full of light. And it's like, okay, I don't think she necessarily meant the source, although we are the Warrior of Light. We have plenty of light going around. But for the scale of light that we need, I feel like it does imply somehow getting light energy from the first, which is heavily skewed towards light aspect. So who knows, maybe there will be some Eden involved. That would be kind of neat, because that would, you know, kind of force people to, or encourage people at the very least to do the Eden raid, which was very good. I liked the story a lot. That would be pretty neat. Also, I loved how it was like the very chill Balam music there. That was very exciting. Alright, yeah, Eden was really good. I liked that a lot. So yeah, maybe we'll see in July for sure. Just a couple months away now at FanFest, what is going to happen in 7.0. But it seems like, so we figured out how to create a portal between worlds, at the very least to the 13th, because, you know, that's been studied for so long. People have been digging into the 13th, and just the conditions for accessing the 13th are the most ideal. And like Y'shtola said, it's not like it's not possible to hit up the other worlds. It's just very, it's more difficult because the conditions are not the same. It hasn't really been done before, except we know that in the far future, in an alternate timeline, someone did access the first, so we just need to figure that out. And then I feel like there's gonna be some need for some jumping around between the first, the source, and the 13th. And that would be a pretty good story, I think. But also, the other thing to think about is they have the next 10 years planned, so it is not just... We gotta think about, like, what could the story be, not just for the next expansion, but for the inevitably coming subsequent expansions. So that's something to consider as well. I think I need to go water my plants. I just remembered. Oh, I didn't water them. No, I fucked up. I planted them earlier and I just didn't water them. That's my bad. Yeah, a lot to think about. What else? Pandemonium yesterday was super fun. That still needs to sink in a bit more too. We have a side quest left to do. The thing with Tataru, I believe. I think it's more of her stuff. So I'm excited to do that, but we're probably not going to do that tonight. Maybe we'll do it next time, whenever next time is that we do this. Perhaps in a week. Next Tuesday, I will be back. That might be something to do. Then maybe we can do some deep dungeon or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll have to see. Guilty. Oh, that's my brute justice over there. Yeah, okay. So we saw Ashdaya turn into the Shadow Dragon. I mean, that we kind of knew that was going to happen. There's still hope to save her, which is nice. That I like how they worked in the whole Sudikato? What was it? The name of the other one? I don't remember. And Farfarello. Because that was true. They did make a point to go into that like one avoids sun eat each other, the other one is still kind of there. So I like that tie-in, and we're like, oh, okay, so that's how that played in. Nothing is ever done without a reason, which is always very cool about the story in this game. Everything is very much intentional. So, let's see. What else can we think about then, knowing that? I don't know. So Zeramus might be like, you know, the 7.0 boss, but I don't know what's gonna happen beyond that. Maybe the next 10 years is about hopping around to the different worlds? Or are we gonna, is there gonna be some tie-in to what's going on in other parts of the source? Or are the other parts of the source just gonna be like side content for the next 10 years? I don't know. Who knows? We don't really know yet. There's some thoughts to come up with here. Maybe we'll see what happens after we do the rest of the side quests. Let's see. So we just finished Pandemonium. We still have to... There's still for 6.5, when that eventually comes out, that's going to be the wrapping up the Mystery of the 12. So that will be another thing that we can kind of consider on the implications and impact to the main story as well. What did we see? We went to Ham. We did... More like they're watching you? Huh? Oh, the cats are watching you. Oh, you are replying to something from a long while ago. Got it. I understand. Yeah, so the Isle of Ham had some really freaky stuff, but that was fun. We know the Charlatans just have a area to freely stock up on a shit ton of Aether just because it's Aether rich, so that exists. We can definitely use that again in the future to try to open up more portals somehow. I'm sure that'll come into play. It would be really... So one of the things I was thinking, I was like, man, it'd be kind of weird but also interesting if we could just like change the portal that we stuck on the moon in the Zodiark pit to a portal to any of the worlds on a whim. That'd be some crazy technology. Also, that might freak out the Garleans. So, but I mean, that's a thought. That's a thing that could potentially happen. How likely is it? I don't know. But it is a thought to throw out there. Let's see. What else? Hatia isn't part of the 12 story. We checked in on Kryl. I think we've seen... We did a little bit of a check-in with everybody. So, not too much to think about there. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I will let it stew, and then maybe next week I'll have some more thoughts on it, I think. But I think we will call it here for the evening. Neoneko's gonna go do Pandemonium, so it's probably right that we go raid and y'all can watch his point of view on Panda. And you can also see the cat who's sitting in... Is that the living room? No, is that the hallway? Where is that pointing? Oh, that's pointing towards the bathroom. That's awkward. I don't know if I like that. That's gonna be super awkward. I don't think that's at a good spot. I don't like that it's pointing at the bathroom. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go raid Neoneko because he's doing Panda. We're gonna call it here for the evening. Whoop. Alright, thanks all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the 6.4 MSQ. It was a bit of a trip. Nothing too unexpected just yet. We knew that Zero Miss was a very real possibility because of all the 4 stuff, and we had 0. Although it was surprising to see that 0 herself did not become Zero Miss. That was a little bit, I mean, not entirely... I did think that 0 would, you know, probably become Zero Miss, but, you know, it wasn't guaranteed or anything, so... yeah, pleasant surprise. What else? And then, you know... We knew the Shadow Dragon was coming. So, nothing too surprising, just the way it's all going about. I am excited for a potential that maybe we'll get to do, revisit the 1st and the 13th at the same time to, you know, try to solve this large amount of darkness problem. But yeah, exciting for later. Anyway, thanks all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks to all the lurkers, chatters, VoD watchers, everyone who stopped by, said hello. I appreciate you all. Let me know what you think about the duo stream experiment for MSQ. If you're on YouTube, please leave a comment to let me know, or you could just tweet at me. Either way, it's fine. Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys. I will see you guys next week. No stream for the rest of the week because I won't be here. Have a good night. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.